What do you say, everybody? Welcome to Last Call. We're brought to you by Pearl River Resort. Time to go hit Dancing Rabbit Golf Course. It's the Augusta you can play. We'll get into that right there at Dancing Rabbit. 2 amazing 18-hole courses. Where's the craziest place you've seen an Alabama shirt or something outside of the state of Alabama? Think about that. And how about Steve Sarkisian throwing some haymakers? I mean, telling the rest of the schools in state, you guys got a weak schedule, and we're Texas, the University of Texas. Hook 'em horns. Get into that right here. Let's get the show started. Isn't this it right here? Is this the horns? Like that, right?
Yep.
Hook 'em horns.
Make sure it's down.
Yeah. Maybe the coolest, like, of the
that is the stupidest, though. I mean, of all, what team gets, how do you get penalized? I mean, what team is given that kind of priority in the NCAA outside of Texas where if you do that, that's a penalty?
Yeah. I don't know. That's the first time I've ever made it, though. What
if you do that? No penalty for Miami upside down.
I know.
Or I guess the upside down chop.
Oh man, how crazy though. Just that Steve Sarkisian. Read the quote because it's worth. You were reading it to me before we went on here.
This is Steve Sarkisian. I mean, coming out of the this is Steve Sarkisian. This is he's having the kind of summer that if somebody tries to stop him from coming out of the tunnel, he's got that. You remember that video when that guy puts his hand on his chest and tells him to stop, and then he just jumps down his throat coming out for one of the games last year? I think it was a playoff game last year. Maybe it was SEC championship.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a damn this year. His quote was, "There's a team in our state that plays in another conference that has a schedule that I would argue if I played with our 2s and our 3s, we could go undefeated."
Oh.
If you do a little deep dive into the schedule, there is an argument there.
Mm-hmm.
I would think they could probably go at least 10-2.
Yeah, that's funny.
Texas Tech is, with the amount of money they have, they're going to be a playoff team every year.
Let me run through
go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, let me run through the schedule, like at least get an idea of what we're looking at here.
You want me to give it?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, did you? What is that? Is that on me or you?
That's you.
Is that like the Texas? I'm on the Texas Tech site. Is that their theme song?
I don't know what that is.
I'm on their site. Let me put it up here. But all of a sudden, that music, I was like, what is going on here? Maybe I was hallucinating from all the drinks I had last night. All right, here we go. You ready? All right. This is Texas Tech's football schedule. So you got Abilene Christian, you got Oregon State, you got Houston at home, Sam Houston at Coach Prime, Colorado, versus Arizona State, at Cincinnati, versus Arizona, versus West Virginia, at Oklahoma. Did they say, is that Oklahoma State twice?
No, Oregon State.
Oh, Oregon State. Okay, yeah. And then at Baylor and at TC. Okay, so yeah, this is a pretty weak schedule.
Yeah, in the SEC, that's similar to playing just Arkansas over and over and over again.
Mississippi State, Kentucky.
Yeah. I mean, you look at their I'd say the hardest team that Texas Tech's going to play is, I don't know, Oregon State.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe TCU. Arizona State, I
Oregon
guess.
State's terrible.
Yeah, I guess Arizona State's their hardest opponent of the year.
Right. It's going to be Arizona State or Colorado. I mean, but those are all winnable games. I mean,
winnable games. You should cover all those games. I don't even care what the line is.
Right.
I mean, with the amount of talent that they've got, I mean, as opposed to their road, the Big 12, their Big 12 schedule, the meat of their Big 12 schedules: Oregon State, Colorado, Cincinnati, Oklahoma State, Baylor.
Let's run through the Texas schedule. Ready? All right. You got Texas State, Ohio State, UTSA, Tennessee, and Knoxville, Oklahoma, Florida, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Missouri, LSU, Arkansas, and Texas A&M is a pretty tough schedule. That is a pretty tough schedule.
Yeah, the difference is, like, and I'm poking fun. I poked fun a little bit at Arkansas, but I at least respect Arkansas. Mm-hmm. I mean, if Arkansas play that schedule, I think they're winning a minimum of 8 games.
Right.
I mean, Arkansas gets, you know, they get the dumpster treatment because they're in the SEC. I mean, that's right. There are so many schools in the SEC. I say so many. You know, a lot of these schools in the SEC, if they were in different conferences, they would be on the verge of playoff berths every year.
Yeah.
I mean, golly. Tennessee, Missouri, at LSU. We all know LSU is going to be a different animal this year. Texas A&M to finish off the season. I think Florida is going to be more on the right path moving forward now. I mean, you probably beat them, but I think Pete Golding. I know how you feel about Pete Golding. I think Pete Golding is a perfect fit for Ole Miss moving forward, given the situation that they dealt with last season. I mean, a guy that wants to be there is a freaking. He's just a workhorse. He's always going to be getting after it. Football is his main priority. There's nothing else that matters to him. He wants to retire there,
right,
with his family. So again, and all these atmospheres, not only are they better teams, but I mean, as much as that matters, the atmospheres they're going to.
Right.
I mean, it's, I swear, I feel like some of these games, the SEC has blown up over the last 10 years just from an attendance perspective, or really, I mean, I think COVID had a lot to do with it as well. But, people seeing the SEC atmospheres in comparison to other places around the country. I mean, to me, that just shows you kind of a window into, the different world that college football is in the Southeast versus everywhere else. I mean, some of these schools that are on Texas Tech's schedule are going to have COVID-like atmospheres. Like, I mean, fans are literally 5 feet apart.
That needs to be the title of the show. Texas Tech plays COVID. Teams with COVID-like atmosphere, and then it's got like a bunch of.
You look up at the stands, and it just looks like all these fans are social distancing. There's a lot of bleachers.
Have I ever done, like, when Brett and I used to do shows, and as smart as he was, I used to do this to him all the time. And if I paused long enough, he thought it was his internet. And he fell for it every day. Like, he would get so pissed. Like, it's like, that's how the crowds are there. Everybody's just like, God, how terrible was COVID, man? I mean, just think about how bad it was.
I still remember that when it was getting wound down, actually to refer to Arkansas again, it was like the first glimmer of hope after COVID was when Arkansas was in, I think, a super regional. It was either a regional or super regional, hit a walk-off home run. Crowd was going nuts. It was like, man, we're finally back.
Yeah,
and
right.
That actually got me into, I mean, I'd always watched the College World Series, but that year when that happened, I guess that was the year Mississippi State won the national championship. It was like a phenomenal College World Series. They're going back and forth, hitting home runs. It was like I think the national championship game 3 was like a 9-8 victory for Mississippi State, just hitting the ball back and forth. It was, I mean, everybody was answering. It was one of the coolest postseason events I'd ever watched.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the most interesting or exciting baseball I had watched. Really, again, got me into it far more than I ever was. Go ahead.
Let me throw the shout out here to residents in by Marriott Ocean City. Our guy Keith out there getting the guys ready for another championship. You guys can be a part of that. Back to back Coastal Style Hotel of the Year. Vote for those guys. Hit that QR code. Be a part of helping our guy continue the dominance, the Alabama type dominance out there on the OC coast. So take a look at this right here. We love the place. It's amazing. The next round did their show there right on the Ocean City coast of Maryland. It is a beautiful place to go with your family, by yourself. The boardwalk there is legendary. You got great seafood. I love crabs. So, I mean, this is one of the best places. Keith's got you covered. When you go, tell him that you heard about it here and hit that QR code and be a part of it, helping those guys do their thing. There it is. Look at that beautiful place, that sunset. The White Marlin, the fishing tournament's coming. And that's coming up soon, and he made a championship belt for it, which I think is amazing.
I need a championship belt. Need some kind of championship belt.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe there is a championship belt in your future. Hey, we'll just hold that thought. Let me ask you this: where's the where's the craziest place you've ever seen Bama stuff?
One of the craziest things I heard, I had a youth basketball coach, like an old basketball coach, who's also one of my buddies' dads we graduated with. He went to like Eastern Europe, and Mick, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Just keep going. I'm listening.
Yeah, okay. I'm listening. I see what you're doing here.
No, just go ahead.
No, he brought back something from Eastern Europe. It had it was those, you know when you got like figurines you can pop open and there's another one inside.
Oh yeah.
And you just keep doing that over and over again. But
nesting dolls.
Yeah, 2016 he brought one back from Eastern Europe, and it had like Derrick Henry, me, Kenyon Drake.
No way.
Oh yeah.
From Eastern Europe?
Yeah. Crazy.
That is crazy.
He bought it and brought it back, gave it to us.
You know what else is crazy? Is that when I won this year's mullet toss. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is the mullet toss championship belt.
They couldn't brand it a little bit better. What did you?
This is what I got, man. You can win this next year if you can outthrow me. But you got to outthrow Shank tue.
I mean, what did you get that at a flea market somewhere in Knoxville?
Let me just go ahead and pop this up here. I'll wear this throughout the show just to remind you of who is the champion right now.
I mean, that's like
this is real, man. This is a real championship belt.
Ric Flair down on his luck and selling old belts and
new mullet toss champion. I wanted when that mullet toss happened. You know, it was so great. It was like a wrestling match. Like I saw you scurry off into the stands with your family, head down out of there, and then I wanted them to carry me out of there. It was honestly, I don't know if it was a Buster Douglas moment or if it was like when Hulk Hogan beat the Iron Sheik for the championship. This could be the beginning of the greatest mullet toss championship run ever, you know, and to when sometimes in life, you know, when you become a great champion, you have to beat your antagonist.
Okay. What's the guy's name? What's the guy's name? Kirk. He hit the home run. He hit the home run, and he's doing like this around the bases.
Yeah. Kirk Gibson
with a broken ankle.
Yeah.
Broken ankle. Well, it was kind of like, for me, it was kind of like that, except like if he were to strike out, you know.
And new. If you beat me next year, you can. This is our new belt. This is our new mullet toss championship belt.
Okay. Now I got something to play for.
You got something to motivate you. I want to beat you at your best. You know, I want to beat you at your best. I want to, you know, look, being champ, it's, you know, that, what did they say? The head that holds the crown is heavy or something like that. It is heavy being the champ. I know how you feel now, you know?
Yeah, especially when you're not used to wearing the crown.
It is heavy. This belt is heavy. But what makes a great champion, sometimes, you know, you just kind of like that, like the 09 Bama team, right? Like, remember they won and it was kind of like, you know, the Florida game, nobody thought they were going to beat Florida. They go in there and just whap them, right? And they got to go play Texas, and everybody had them losing to Texas. And, you know, it was like they knock out Colt McCoy, and it wasn't the most dominant national championship, but it was one of the most special championships, right? Like it's still, that team to me is one of my all-time favorite teams, watching where they came from, how they got there. But it was almost like they had to catch some breaks, right? Like, and I guess that's with a lot of teams, but some
have to every time.
But some of Saban's teams just like 2020. I mean, they just crushed everybody except Florida. But, you know, looking back on, I mean, I don't remember them having many close games, you know?
I don't. I mean, there's, you know, again, and this kind of alludes to our SEC Coach Sark comment. I mean, you know, there have been teams in the past, you know, outside of the SEC that have just, you know, bulldozed teams and gone undefeated, but it's so hard to do that in the SEC because you can't have an off week, and you can't just out talent everybody. You know, in that conference, you got to be locked in. You can't be messing around. You know, just a slight lack of focus, and that loses you games. I mean, Ole Miss in 2015, that was, you know, and I mean, Arkansas, we came out really flat first half, and you know, finally we're able to get it to click in the second half and make it work. But Tennessee, you know, I mean, it's very hard when you got a lot of new pieces. I don't care how much talent you have, you know, a lot of new pieces in the SEC. You're not quite on the same page every game. You know, you lose games early and you're out. You know, so you kind of you got to figure it out quickly, and when you finally get it right, you got to be focused, because if not, again, you walk into these stadiums and you're not playing in front of 30,000 people, especially when you're Alabama or Texas or the higher profile programs. I mean, all these campuses show up and they
right
back the house, and and you got to be able to communicate. You got to be able to be efficient with all kinds of distractions, and when things aren't going your way, you got to be able to figure it out. And I'm sorry, when you go into these other conferences, you don't have that kind of notoriety. You don't have that kind of intensity. It's just a different world.
Yeah.
And I think, again, as the NIL era has come along and the transfer portal's come along, you're not able to stockpile talent like you used to, but the atmosphere's it's a totally different ballgame, and everybody knows that. Anybody who's coached in different conferences and come to the SEC, they all say the same thing. Transfers that have played in other conferences that come to the SEC, they understand that. It just is what it is. That's a fact. I'm sorry. It just is. And the top tier, the top tier Big Ten, top tier Big 12, they can compete from a talent perspective with the SEC. But again, it's a completely different approach when you're talking about week in, week out intensity. It just is.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And now that you got NIL and transfer portal and rosters that are pretty even, right? Like it's hard it's going to be tough for a team to go undefeated, at least perennially, right? Like maybe if you kind of put it all together in one year.
And look, back in the day, and I think those schedules are good. For the SEC, if you can survive, because you're used to, what's the iron sharpens iron quote? It makes you better as you get to the end of the season and start playing the playoff, because you're used to that kind of intensity and that grind. I think that's why, during Coach Saban's era and that SEC era, no other conference won national championships. Here and there, yeah. We did it in Florida State in 2013. That team was insanely talented. But, again, I think teams that don't, that kind of are evenly matched from a talent perspective. I thought that Florida State team was way more talented than the Auburn team. It just, when you don't have that talent, you get hit in the mouth by an SEC team that's used to that grind. I think it's a little bit of a shock at first.
Yeah. Well, but I will say this: the Big Ten, they're since the NIL and the transfer portal stuff's happened, I think that they, at least the last 2 or 3 years, and the way they whooped us in those bowl games.
Yeah.
You got to give them their due, man. I hate it. And I don't know if it's that we're just getting destroyed because we play week in and week out, but I watched first off, they've won 3 different teams have won national championships in football. Michigan, Ohio State, and Indiana from their conference, right? That's what we used to do. And then the second thing is, you look at the bowl game results. We got smoked in those bowl games.
Yeah.
And
that's right.
That bothers me. Like they beat us up and down. And it's like, well, don't sit here and tell me that it was this team versus. Look, we used to have our 8th team would beat their 2, not anymore. So I look at those two as the Big Ten and the SEC right now are pretty close. They do have some teams in their league that aren't. Look, Maryland and Rutgers, and they have more of the bottom teams. But the Indianas, the Illinois, even Minnesota's, they're not. They're good teams. So I'm curious to see how the SEC as a conference makes a move forward, adding a 9th conference game. Is it going to be the same as it was last year, or are we going to be back to the dominant conference that we're known for?
Yeah, look, I understand that, and one thing that I've said since we've had the diminished depth is that when you play these schedules now, just on top of just the grind of playing that schedule. When you don't have the depth, it's like us last year. I mean, our team was beat to hell and back by the time we got to the playoff. I mean, Ty Simpson, he can hardly take Tylenol anymore because he's taken it so much throughout the season. His body's all jacked up. Our defense, I mean, guys have been out forever trying to come back. Jam Miller last year, of course, he got hurt before the season started, but it was kind of a continual thing with him. I mean, just no real continuity, and you're grinding out games from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you have to play that level, again, that level of intensity week in, week out, you can't afford to have injuries like we did. And when you get to the playoff, it's going to affect you. Tennessee, I mean, Indiana was obviously the better team last year. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But I don't think they were that much better than us. I mean, your starting quarterback goes out in the first half, you're pretty much done in the playoff. But there were guys all year long. Hell, when I was playing, man, guys were getting the tightrope surgery during the season and playing that next weekend. But, you still had reliable backups behind them because, again, you weren't having guys leave after a year. I mean, Texas A&M, Ryan Kelly goes down, and JC steps in for him, and JC played. I think he's still I don't know if he's still in the NFL, but he played for at least 5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that is going to be a huge SEC problem and strength of schedule problem moving forward with the lack of depth we have.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you look at Texas Tech schedule. We just went over it. I mean, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know. I said this before. This is one of the times that that Jim Dunaway from the next round called me out, which I love. Jim, call me out anytime, because this means that you're talking about a next round show on the next round, which I think is a great idea. I said that I don't know that the SEC values Alabama as much as it used to, and that maybe we ought to look at not being in the SEC. I mean, Notre Dame gets a free trip into the postseason if they're in the top 12. We have a brand, and that was my whole point about where's the craziest place you've ever seen and Alabama something, right? I've gotten off a plane in Hawaii in Alabama jerseys, and they're everywhere, and I guess that's because of Tua, but even before that, right? You go to Mexico and there's Alabama, you go to Israel and there's an Alabama store, right? You're talking about the, European nesting dolls, and you were one of the nesting dolls, which I wonder if we can buy that nesting doll set, because you need to have that for your.
I've got one. I've got.
Oh, you got the Coker nesting doll?
Yeah, it's at my mom's house, but yeah, we got it.
Man, look, do you have the whole set?
Yeah.
So the guy gave you the nesting dolls.
Yeah. There you go. We'll do a show. Next time I swing by my mom's house, I'll grab it. We'll do it on the show.
What is it called? I wonder if they're on eBay. I'll look for it later. But yeah, I need to buy. If I can buy a set of the Jake Coker nesting dolls, I'm in.
Yeah, that's right.
That's pretty cool. So it was you and Derrick Henry, and who else? Who else was on there? I know you said it before, but just
I think it was Kenyon Drake was in there.
Nice.
What
size were you of the
nesting? I haven't opened it in probably 6-7 years. But
who was the nesting doll? The biggest nesting doll? The one
I think Derrick. I think Derrick.
Probably a good idea. Whoever nested.
Yeah, that's what sold it.
Right. It's Derrick Henry as a nesting doll. Oh yeah, and his friends and his smaller friends. That's so cool. Hey guys, let me go ahead and say this right here. When you are in that mode where you're like, hey, I've got to do some stuff to my house, I'm going to tell you guys who you need to reach out to, who you need to ask for help. And that's Patriot Roofing and Builders. And when you call, Will and Justin answer. They do free inspections. You're talking about everything you need, right? you got an issue with your roof. Hey, they'll come out and tell you what's up with that for free inspections. But they do a lot of other stuff besides being the experts in Bama on roofing, right? They also can help you out with siding, with gutters, with windows, total home renovations. They do it all. Will and Justin, 205-919-4494. And that is Patriot. Love the name too. Gang at Patriot right there. We appreciate them for being a part of the program. So support the people that support us. That's the whole idea. Support the people that support us. Yeah. So the nesting dolls, how cool is that?
Oh yeah. Which, when you're talking about Patriot, when you were talking about Patriot, I pulled up Ohio State's schedule. I got to give them credit. They've got Texas. Illinois, is no powerhouse, but that's a respectable opponent. Iowa, same way. Maryland's kind of a throwaway game, but they got Indiana. They got Indiana bye week, USC, Oregon, then Northwestern Nebraska, and then Michigan at the end of the year. That's six pretty strong games right there.
Right.
And I'm not used to saying that about Big Ten schedules. So, but Ohio State's they're kind of the new us, Florida. They're right there with Texas and money being spent. So, they should have some pretty good depth. Again, us, we got to get creative, got to find a way, which kind of leads me to Alabama baseball. Did you see that game last night?
Yeah, not so good.
Yeah.
Let me do this. I'm going to do the sandwich here. How about Alabama softball and what Coach Murphy's done this year? And I talked about this when I was complaining about how much money we're wasting on sports. I said that, women's basketball, I was glad that they got rid of Christy Curry. I'm glad we got a new coach. I think that we have not competed for championships in a long time. There was no excitement about the program. And now all of a sudden I feel like that things are changing. And I hope that's the case, because I want us to compete for championships at every single sport. Forget about the money part. But one thing I said was I can't get on Coach Murphy because we're constantly in the World Series. We're constantly competing for championships. They ended up as the number one seed and they're playing LSU to go back to the World Series again. They have a legitimate chance to win it all. They have crushed teams this year. They came in second in the tournament and I can't wait to see what they do. So congratulations to Coach Murph and that team for finding a way, man, reinventing himself. This has been 30 years of this guy constantly throwing shots at a championship, and I hope he gets his second title. Bama baseball has had a great year, but this is where they were a 4 seed in the tournament. This is where they've been soft, and they go in and get their ass kicked right away. Got destroyed. When's the last time they did anything in the postseason? So there was an embarrassing game, but it's only one game in baseball. But still, they're gonna host a regional. I don't know if they're gonna be a super regional host. They played one of the toughest schedules in college baseball. They got to do better. This is go time right now.
Well, I've just gotten to the point. I think we were the 4 seed. It's just getting to a point where I'm like, you can't even get excited about the regular season, how good we are in the regular season, because you know what's going to happen in the postseason. Every year you feel like you're watching and it's not just a loss. It's a beatdown in the postseason. And I hope they find a way to turn it around. But you watched that game yesterday, and this just a dead dugout. Man, it's like they didn't get the memo they were playing at 3:00 or whatever time they started.
Yep.
They moved them up yesterday, but
yep.
It's like, guys, can we at least act like we want to be here?
Yep.
And I pull for every Alabama team, no matter what. Love them and wish them the best. But it is, again, it's like we were pretty hard on the football team. We lost to Florida State last year, because the effort didn't look like it was there. And again, I'm not a baseball guy. I grew up playing baseball, but obviously I haven't played baseball on these guys' level. But again, I still feel like it's a momentum sport, and you gotta just find a way to grind it out.
Yep.
And there just never seemed to be any life whatsoever.
No. Nope. I agree. I think that's well said, but it's go time now, right? Like the next games count, and you got to win game 1 to get to game 2, to get to game 3, right? Like if you lose game 1 in those regionals, you're buried.
Yeah. And look, again, they're going to have to find a way, and there's nothing. I think there's nothing guaranteed anymore athletically in college sports. You've got to find a way to be productive and really be an asset to the athletic department, because you never know. Again, nowadays, football's king at Alabama, basketball's right behind it at this point. Only 2 sports making money. Alabama's got to be creative to feed their cash cows. So, you better show up and act like you want to win, because there's no telling what may be clawed back here in the next few years.
Yeah. All right. Well, I said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it because this is so interesting to me. Look, there's a pack of nesting dolls right there. Is that the one that's a 14, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't know if that's your face though. Who else wore 14?
John
Parker.
14 on a white guy has got to be me, Tyler Watts, or John Parker Wilson.
Yeah, it's got look. You also got 22, so that would probably be Mark Ingram.
29's got to be Minka, I would think.
Yeah, so that's probably not you. Pretty cool though.
38 was that Glenn Coffey?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
81.
Who would be 80?
Is that 81?
Yeah, it's 81. It's a fun game to play.
Well, I think that knocks out pretty much all the stories we had. What you got? You got anything for me?
I'm just looking for more nesting dolls. Like this, the game of here. I'm going to do one more group of nesting dolls just because it's funny, and then we'll close it up. But it is funny. I didn't find your nesting dolls though. All right. Who's this?
I guess they have.
I see Donald Trump behind there. See him? We're selling these as Donald Trump. So would that be? Is that Ryan Anderson?
No, the head's not big enough.
So I'm guessing that that's Mark Ingram and Trent Richardson and Julio and then Marquise Mays.
Yeah.
And then so 12 is that McElroy?
That's got to be, because it's national champions on there.
Yeah, pretty cool. Oh yeah, it says 2009 national champions. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool set. Yep, old nesting dolls. Well, I can't wait to see yours. All right, well, look, great show. Thank you, guys. We're brought to you by Pearl River Resort. We're going to be there soon. We want you guys to come hang with us. The lineup for events at Pearl River right now is stacked. I know you're looking for stuff to do this summer, and you need to come to Pearl River, right? And let me run through the list. Now, this weekend, tomorrow, you got Jeff Dunham. Every time he comes, he absolutely kills. All of his famous puppets. and it's the Silver Star Convention Center. You got Drew Hill coming. That's June 27th, again at Silver Star. Clint Black, July 3rd. Man, he is awesome. I was listening to some Clint Black yesterday. Fluffy's going to be there August 15th, and they're telling me that some more awesome acts are also scheduled that they'll be announcing here really soon. So that's one thing. Second thing is golf. It's golf season right now. Weather is fantastic for golf. Get out there. Dancing Rabbit, the Azaleas, the Oaks, two amazing golf courses at Dancing Rabbit. Those are beautiful to be on. The clubhouse is great. The clubhouse shop's got awesome stuff in it. You can stay there. You get a golf cart, so you can go to golf and then ride it over to Silver Star, play at the casino. There's a walkway that gets you to Golden Moon. They got the Vegas style sports book. The slots are great. Everything they do at Pearl River Resort, they got it all there for you. And it's a short trip from Tuscaloosa, hour and a half, 2 and change from Birmingham. So check that out. And also Geyser Falls Water Park. It's that time of year. So Jake, you could go take the girls, throw them over at the water park, let them have fun. You go golf and then meet at Philip M. Steakhouse for a steak. And the good thing about next time I go to the steakhouse, not paying. On me.
Roll Tide. Everybody have a good Memorial Day weekend.
Just get a good look at that as we show the commercial. I'm going to play the commercial that made me lose weight.
On today's show, two legends call their own plays at Pearl River Resort. Wow, Jake's first throw scores. And Steve's got the crowd pumped. They're absolutely rolling.
'Cause I don't have to be me. So Monday, Friday, Saturday,
These two
Sunday.
still got game.
Come call your own plays
at Pearl River Resort. Let's roll.
I don't have to be me.